Ball 4. So the door is ajar just a little bit as the leadoff man is on. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of Rogers Blue Jays Baseball Partnership and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Rogers Blue Jays Baseball Partnership. A lot of fans going home with souvenirs in this one. A total of 9 home runs hit in the game. 6 by the Orioles, 3 by the Blue Jays. Here's Joe Panik. And he takes inside ball 1, and now Wynn says, I better get out there in a hurry. 5 pitches and 5 misses so far for Paul Fry.
It's set up for him. You got Biggio, a left-handed hitter. Panik is a lefty. Then a couple of righties at Espinal and Hoying, and then McGuire's a left-hander. You keep Rowdy Tellez's bat on the bench also by bringing him in, but this isn't what Brandon Hyde was hoping for. His veteran lefty out of the bullpen can't throw a strike right now.
The 1-0. And he's in there with a strike, 1-1. It felt like Panik was going to take until he threw a strike, which is kind of the veteran play in this situation, down by 3 in the 9th inning. One in there again, 1-2.
Ooh. The message from the catcher to the pitcher is, hey, he can't hit a 3-run homer. We're up by 3 runs. There's only 1 runner on base, so let's go. Pound that fastball in here. Let's get ahead. If he hits a home run, we're still winning.
Breaking ball down and away, 2-2 now to Panik, who was 0 for 2 with a walk in the game. I don't know how well Guerrero and Bichette knew Jared Hoying before the last couple of days, but they're certainly getting to know him now, spending a lot of time with him in the dugout as Panik takes slow, and that'll run the count full.
You know, you come to a new team, you go to the 2 best hitters on the team. Talk to them some hitting. Maybe you can learn something from the youngsters. I like it.
3-2, popped in the air to left field. Hayes is there, and Panik is retired, 1 down.
Little sigh of relief if you're the manager of the Baltimore Orioles after that one. You walk the leadoff batter on 4 pitches. You come in to face another lefty, and you go down 3-0, but you come back and get them. So a little bit of a sigh of relief. Still not out of the woods yet.
Santiago Espinal's been on base all 3 times today. A couple of walks and a base hit. His 2nd start in a row in this series as he takes outside, ball 1. Second baseman Wilkerson's playing him up the middle. Pretty good hole on the right side. And all you're trying to do if you're the Blue Jays is somehow find a way to get that tying run to the plate. Lourdes Gurriel is on deck. 1-0 in there. A ball and a strike.
Get that tying run to the plate and give yourself a chance with 1 swing. That's why you might see a right-hander start to get up for the Orioles.
Right on the outside corner there, 1-2. They'd love to get Simeon up there again if they can get it around to the top of the order. Espinal hitting in the 7 spot. Up the middle and a base hit for Espinal. He's been on base all 4 times today. Up to second on the play goes Biggio, and they are going to bring the tying run to the plate.
Boy, it looks like they're going to go with Paul Fry. Well, now I see a right-hander start to loosen up. You got a couple of righties coming up. He walks the first batter, gets the second one, then some right-handers coming up, and just like that, the Blue Jays, who never shut it down, have a chance to get back into this game with 1 swing.
Here's Gurriel, his 2nd at bat of the day. And he lines one softly into right for a base hit. Biggio had to make sure it was getting through. He'll stop at 3rd, and the bases are loaded with 1 out in the 9th inning. And now, with a lefty on the mound in Fry, Riley Adams is being sent up as a pinch hitter for Reese McGuire. It is a thin bench for the Blue Jays with Gurriel off the bench and in the game. The other two options were Adams and Rowdy Tellez. And the call is for Adams here, and that gets a meeting on the mound for the Orioles.
Gurriel versus lefties this season was .254, and he didn't waste any time. Paul Fry doesn't have it right now. He pitched in yesterday's game, but he doesn't have it on back-to-back days. That's Tyler Wells. We saw him also yesterday. So this is interesting. Very interesting, as Charlie Montoyo's team has fought back once again to get the go-ahead run to the plate.
So Biggio at third, Espinal at second, Gurriel at first, and the batter is Riley Adams. Just a couple of weeks in the big leagues. Big power, but has struck out at a high clip since joining the team. Can he get into one? Change this game. Fastball there for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Paul Fry doesn't look like a closer, but they're asking him to close this one out. His fastball's just at 91 miles an hour, and he's also got a slider. Doesn't have that strikeout stuff that you like to see at the back end of a bullpen.
Slider over the outside corner, and he jumps away out in front of Adams, 0-2.
Thrown into a double play, man.
Battle. You got to battle it right here. Anything close, you got to be swinging.
Come on.
Semien waits on deck. He has homered twice today. 7-4 Orioles. Bases loaded, 1 out of the 9th. And the 0-2 swung on and missed. Fry strikes out Adams, 2 down.
Here we go.
Couple of borderline pitches, and then it's almost automatic that you go upstairs against a young kid, and he tries to go with that fastball up and away, and he can't come up with it. So now the hero of the day for the Blue Jays, Marcus Semien, has a chance to have an incredible day.
Yeah, he can steal the headlines from Ryan Mountcastle here. Bases loaded, 2 down, and a slider high for ball 1. Marcus 2 for 4 in the afternoon, a couple of solo shots. He's now got 18 home runs on the season. That puts him up among the leaders. That puts him up among the top 7 or 8 in Major League Baseball right now. Here's the 1-0. Bounced foul, third base side, a ball and a strike.
He's among the leaders in hits in the American League. He, Bo Bichette, and Vladimir Guerrero all in the top 5. Just adding to the numbers that he has put up this year. I mean, he has had a great first half of the season.
Bases loaded, 2 down, 9th inning. 1-1 is outside. 2 balls and a strike on Semien. Bo Bichette on deck if Semien can keep it going.
Walking and knocking the outfield ties it by Bo Bichette's up next. Let's go. Come on. Walking and knocking the outfield.
Pitch on the way. And a check swing foul off. 2-2 now on Semien.
The 2 home runs that he has hit have been fastballs inside, and he's been able to get the barrel to the baseball. Orioles recognize that. They're trying to stay away from him right here. Anything inside, he's looking to try and pull to left field. And outside with a slider, 3-2. So now all the runners get a head start. Biggio from third, Espinal from second, and most importantly, Gurriel from first in case Semien hits one in the gap. There they go, and the 3-2 up and away, ball 4. That'll force in a run and make it 7-5 and get Bichette to the plate. Well, they never shut it down. They don't give up any at-bats to the Blue Jays, and now they got their 2 best hitters coming up. And Brandon Hyde's seen enough of the left-hander.
So Fry can't finish it. Wells will be coming on to face Bichette here in the 9th inning.
Bichette gets on, you gotta put Tellez in for Guerrero maybe. Or do you take the MVP out? God damn. No matchup yet, Jesus.
They have scored a run and they've still got the bases loaded. There are 2 outs. They're now down by 2, 7-5. And Tyler Wells comes on to try to get that last out for the Orioles tag.
We saw Tyler Wells yesterday, but we didn't see him at the end of the game. He was the first reliever out of the bullpen. He actually came in the 5th inning, closed that one out, faced 4 batters last night, retired all 4 batters, 2 of them by strikeouts. Fastball, slider, that's what you're going to get from the big right-hander. He's 6'8", and he's got a good fastball, and he's also got a good slider. One of the players that he faced was Bo Bichette in last night's game.
He got Bichette to ground out in that one. He faces Bichette with the bases loaded, 2 down, 7-5. Espinal's at third. The tying run, Gurriel at second. Simeon the go-ahead run at first. And a slider at 90 outside, ball 1. And this is, and we've talked about it. Bichette hits the ball to right field a lot. If they're going to stay away from him with fastballs and sliders, I mean, he'd love to hit one right on out of here, but a base hit likely ties the game. 1-0. Big cut and a foul off, and it takes the mask right off of Wins behind the plate.
Slider that was right in his wheelhouse, and he missed it. Right there, they wanted to go away, and it stayed in the middle of the plate. If you're talking about outfield arms, Cedric Mullins has 3 outfield assists in center field. Anthony Santander, the right fielder, has not committed an error this season, and he only has 1 outfield assist. He's been dealing with an ankle injury this season, so if Bo hits a ball to right field, they got a chance to tie this ball game up. Gurriel's the runner at second base. He's got to get a huge secondary lead, and he's got to go on the crack of the bat.
And he's got a big lead that nobody's trying to keep him close at all at second. 1-1, fastball, foul to bat. Another big cut by Bichette, 1-2.
He doesn't get cheated. You know, he's seen the ball. He's not getting cheated. He knows what he wants to do. Now he just has to come through.
Orioles 7, Blue Jays 5. And the 1-2 pitch fouled off. Got a slider away and sends it out of play down the right field line.
Bo has been one of the best hitters for the Blue Jays this season with runners in scoring position. Vladdy's been all-world hitter with runners in scoring position, up over 400. But Bo, a 290 coming into this game with runners in scoring position is very respectable.
Again, the 1-2, and he chased and got a piece of it. Somehow got a little bit of the bat on that ball down and away, and it remains 1-2.
That's a hard slider right there from Wells. And I don't know how he got a piece of that thing. It was off the plate, and it looked like he might have just ticked it right off the end of his bat.
Some Blue Jay fans in attendance down in Baltimore keeping the faith, trying to help Bichette. Again, the 1-2, and again fouled off.
Boy, don't you just love these types of situations? Game on the line, power pitcher, you got one of your best hitters at the plate, a base hit's going to tie it up, extra bases puts the Blue Jays ahead. They have come up with some big hits so far this season. Can Bo do it again?
5 straight foul-offs by Bo Bichette. The count remains a ball and 2 strikes. The Blue Jays down to their final strike. In the 9th inning is now Wells wants to talk to Wins, so the catcher for the Orioles heads out to the mound. And comparing their notes is what I have on my arm, the same that you have in your cap. Make sure they're on the same page. You don't want to cross it.
Yeah, and he should tell him if he's going to spend one of those mound visits out there. Tell him what he wants to do right here so he doesn't have to flash a sign so the runner at second base can signal what's coming in. If you're going to go out there, just tell him.
The battle continues. Bichette waits. And the 1-2 again. Fastball that he fouls off down the right field line.
He wanted that one up, and it was down. This is when Bo gets tough. When he's fouling balls over to right field, he's staying on the ball. And if he's staying on the ball and letting it track like that, he ends up hitting it hard. His power, he can juice the ball to right center.
Pitch on the way, and another foul off as he got a piece of a fastball up and away. What an at-bat.
Love it. With each pitch, as you go a little bit deeper in this at-bat, he's gaining a little bit more knowledge what Tyler Wells has.
He has fouled off 7 consecutive pitches. 1-2 again, and it's in the air, shallow right, down the line, and
drop. Yes, sir. Fuck yeah.
2 runs have scored. A bloop single.
Tie game, baby. Tie game.
The game at 7.
There you go.
Leadoff walk opened this whole inning up, and then Espinal with a clutch single to center. Gurriel singles, and then a long at bat for Bichette. The outfield was deep. They didn't need to be deep. They needed to play straight up so they could catch this tough slider that he hits off the end of the bat, and Santander has a long way to come. Thinks he has it. He dives. No, it's not going to happen. Right off the end of his glove. It's in and it's out. The Blue Jays have fought back with 3 in the 9th to tie it. Wow, what a game.
And now they've got Guerrero up. Vladdy 1 for 4. He homered in the first. And the pitch. And he lines it in the left center. And it's going to the fence. Simeon will score. Bichette around third. He's getting the wave. He will score. And it's a 2-run double for Guerrero. A 5-run inning for the Blue Jays, and they've got a 9-7 lead.
Told you that they have never given up an at-bat this season. They will battle you to that last out of the game, and they show a lot of heart here being down, coming into the 9th inning, 2 outs, but they had their 2 best hitters coming up. Both of them deliver. 2-run single by Bichette, 2-run double by Guerrero, and like that, they've spun it around. They now take the lead. Wow, what a top of the inning for the Jays hitters.
5 runs in the 9th. Staring a 6-game losing streak right in the eyes, and they score 5 to take the lead. There's ball 1 now to Randall Grichuk. Nobody's up in the bullpen. Looks like Romano will come back for a 2nd inning, and again, he was very efficient in the first. Came on in the 8th inning when the Blue Jays were trailing. 1-0 to Grichuk, and he lines one to left center field. This ball's to the fence. Here comes Guerrero. Grichuk with an RBI double. It is 10-7.
Impressive. They've been down all afternoon, all series. The bats were silenced yesterday as they could only score 1 run. They were silenced early on except for a couple of home runs, and like that, they have put together a huge inning at the right time. 9th inning, hanging breaking ball, and Grichuk smokes it to left center field. That's his 46th RBI. Glad he can trot around the bases, as the Jays have really put some distance against the Orioles here in the 9th.
Here's Cavan Biggio. It all started with Cavan. He drew a leadoff walk to get it all started here in the top of the 9th. Panic flied out. Then Espinal singled. Gurriel singled. And after Adams struck out, there were 2 down, but a bases loaded walk to Simeon. And then how about the at-bat by Bichette? Yeah, he didn't hit a rocket, but how about fouling off all of those pitches and eventually putting it in play, a 2-run bloop single, and then a no doubt about it by Guerrero, 2-run double to left center, Grichuk an RBI double, and it's 10-7. 1-0 to Bichette, to Biggio rather, and he takes a strike over the outside corner, 1-1.
Blue Jays showing that their offense have been down. We were talking about that earlier as Dylan Tate starts to loosen up for the Orioles. Offense have been down. This is the offense that we saw before this past week. They could strike at any time with extra base hits. You know, during that 5-game losing streak that we were talking about, they had only hit 5 home runs. They had only had 9 extra base hits in those 5 games. This inning alone, they've had that couple doubles from Guerrero and Grichuk, showing off the extra base power again.
2-2 now the count on Biggio. Romano pacing in the dugout. He threw 12 pitches in the 8th inning. And remember, he got out of a 1st and 3rd 1-out situation without any runs scoring to keep it at a 3-run deficit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 down. Check swing. They appeal to 3rd, and he went around. So Biggio strikes out, but the Blue Jays get 6 and take a 3-run lead at the bottom of the 9th.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
To 1 and 2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Molina gathers. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Last half of the 2nd set to go, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Josh Donaldson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away. Into the box now, Yadier Molina. First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Well, they got to him in the 1st inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Fox corrals it, and the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
The 2-run single, huge hit in the top of the 9th inning as the Jays take a lead at the bottom of the 9th, and we have the 3rd and final game of the series for you. It begins with Blue Jays Central at 12:30 Eastern time. First pitch just after 1 o'clock. Hyunjin Ryu for the Blue Jays, Matt Harvey for the Orioles. So it's 10-7 Blue Jays going to the bottom of the 9th inning. Riley Adams stays in the game to catch. Jordan Romano back out for his 2nd inning of work through 12 pitches in the 8th inning, facing 5 batters, did not give up a run, and a pinch hitter was coming up for Baltimore as Pat Valaika is going to bat for Austin Wynns. This is the 9 spot. That means that Mullins is next, then Galvis, Mancini if it gets that far. First pitch fastball and a call on the inside corner. 0-1 on Valaika.
Valaika had a couple of hits in last night's ball game out of the number 9 spotlight yesterday. A couple of singles, got that average up over 200.
I think for every player,
1-0 fastball comes in high. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, I imagine there had to be some people who said, you know what, 9th inning, I guess it's done. And missed a whole lot of excitement in the top of the 9th inning. Hope you heard about it. You're back in front of your TV right now watching the bottom of the 9th. There's a slider that's fouled off.
He at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate.
1 ball and 2 strikes, the count on Valaika.
Being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble that's created by
A lot of guys came through in the top of the 9th inning, and to be fair, the Orioles helped the Blue Jays with a couple of walks as well, but Bichette and Guerrero in particular were the biggest hits. 1-2 is high, 2-2.
Yeah, Charlie has talked about that, about his team, and you know, if you've been paying attention like we have, and we have watched this team, they battle you to the end. They're down by 4 runs in the 9th, doesn't matter. Down by 3, 5, it doesn't matter. They are going to battle you, and they're going to make every one of those outs count. And if you do that, good things are going to happen.
Just in case help is needed, Tyler Chatwood and Tim Meza are both up in the bullpen. 3-2 the count on Valaika, leading off the bottom of the 9th, 10-7 Blue Jays. And the pitch. And he missed inside, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on. And that'll bring up Cedric Mullins, who has homered twice for the 2nd game in a row against the Blue Jays. He took Alec Manoah deep back in the 3rd inning. And then he took Anthony Kay deep in the 7th. So he's got 13 home runs on the season, and 4 of them have come in the last 2 days.
On breaking balls today, so he is staying right on. He's right on top of the plate. You throw him that breaking ball, that quickens up his bat. Jordan should just go right after him, see what happens. He's got a big league fastball. Let's see if he can hit it.
And a big league fastball in there for called strike 1. Leadoff man on. 3-run lead. And Romano trying to nail it down for the Blue Jays and end the losing streak. The 0-1. Fastball, and he jammed him, popped it up back of the plate, but it'll get out of play. 0-2.
Yeah, a little bit tardy on that fastball. You saw the 2 home runs today were on slow breaking balls. That time a little bit tardy on Romano's 99-plus fastball. I'd do it again.
Let's see if Romano and Adams are thinking along with you here. Fastball high, a ball and 2 strikes. So the interesting thing will be, Tabby, even if he's doing well, is there a number where all of a sudden they say, okay, don't want him to throw more pitches than that. 2nd inning of work through 12 in the 8th. He's thrown 9 here in the 9th, so up to 21. Still needs 3 outs. 1-2, and he got the first out. Got him to chase a high fastball, and a very dangerous hitter is retired. 1 down.
I think it has nothing to do with any numbers. It's about we need to win this game, and who's the guy who can do it for us? Who do I have most confidence in? They did throw another fastball by him, and with that big league fastball, strikes him out. You know, you have a 5-game losing streak. If you're Charlie Montoyo and the Blue Jays, you're like, hey, I don't care how many it takes. If that's our guy, I'm sticking with him until we win this game.
I think the fans are good with that. Swing and a miss, strike 1 by Freddie Galvis. Galvis is 1 for 4. Runner at first, 1 out, and the 0-1 fastball fouled back and jumps out in front. 0-2 on Galvis.
Sometimes you just have to throw all those numbers out and pitch counts and things like that. Desperate times, I need a win right here. Who has the best chance of getting out? So right now, Romano's stuff has been very good today. Yeah, he's thrown 24 pitches. I don't care. I need a win.
0-2 and a fastball there at 99 for strike 3 called.
When in doubt, go to the number 1. It looked like Freddie Galvis was looking for the fastball, or excuse me, the breaking ball, and he got the fastball and takes it right down the middle. I love that. No tricks when you throw triple digits like that. No tricks. Go right after them.
So now the Blue Jays are an out away, leading 10-7. And a slider comes in a little bit high to Trey Mancini. Mancini is 0 for 3 with a walk. Guerrero playing off the bag at first. They're not really worried about Vallejo, the base runner there. 10-7, runner at first, 2 down. And there goes Vallejo. Slider in for a strike, 1-1. So give Vallejo second to base on defensive indifference. Bichette with a huge hit, the 2-run single. And again, it's not an exit velocity all-star or anything like that, but the at-bat was extremely impressive. I think 8 consecutive foul balls before he put one in play down the right field line. 1-1 and a swing and a ground ball to short. Simeon's got it on to first, and the losing streak is over. The Blue Jays score 6 runs in the 9th inning. Romano finishes it off. Bichette, Guerrero, Simeon, and company beat the Orioles, Tabby, by a score of 10-7.
Yeah, lots of heroes in the ball game today. Let's don't forget about the leadoff walk by Biggio, Espinal, and then Gurriel singles to really set up the whole inning. Turn that lineup over, get to those best hitters. Simeon walk, Bichette single, double, and the Blue Jays have the losing streak in the rear-view mirror as they take Game 2.
Yeah, boy, did they need that, and they got it in the 9th inning. A whole lot more smiling around Camden Yards than there was last night and the last few days against the Yankees. The Blue Jays pick up a much-needed victory as they score 6 in the 9th inning and beat the Orioles 10-7. Jays Talk is next on the Blue Jays Radio Network. Time now for Blue Jays Central. Once again, here are Jamie Campbell and Jeff Blair.
Hi.
Yo. Want to play a game?
I am.
Add me up. BJ versus Yanks.
Not able to because I am not home.
Oh, okay. Well, here. That's my profile. Add me up. BJ versus Yankers.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. We expect
after not getting the pull on the slider, he came back with the slider and got the swing and miss for the first out. There's the third strikeout for Reed Foley. And now a chance to get through the inning with the pitcher coming up and then Schwarber behind him. Thought maybe that they'd hit for Lester after he had a very strenuous fourth inning. But they're going to give him the fifth, so they're going to leave him in. Lester took a call third strike his first time up. Mets will keep their infield in, and Alonso even further in on the grass at first base.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike. 1-1.
Garcia at third, Castro at second with one out.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the
And
line.
a pickoff try at third.
How often do you see that?
Won't get to it.
I've only seen it more in the last 2 years than I have in my entire life.
The relay, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
You throw to third, you didn't have to.
Well, you can't fake to third. You can fake to third. What you can't do is you can't do the fake to third throw.
First, right.
That used to be a thing.
Drive in a run here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
I think it won to Lester, who was not driven in a run this year, but he has 28 RBIs in his career.
Step out to rethink things down 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt.
Can't tell you how many texts I'm getting from Doug on
makes the
this
throw
game.
to first. Otani retired
Oh,
and
you
there's
ready?
one away.
Yep.
Coming to the plate now, Willie Mays. And he could give his guys
Outside, throw out to third, so they're trying to work on the 21-year-old Luis Garcia. First, Reed Foley, and then McCann trying to pick him off. Figuring maybe a young player will get a little aggressive and make a mistake.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Mets are definitely defensively, Gary, paying attention to
Too much bite on the
more
breaking
detail.
ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third.
Two
So
out
that's
of Lester,
smart.
2-1.
Trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the ball. It's 2-2 now. And maybe trying to get him off.
Well, Yancy Diaz, who joined the team today as the 27th man.
Swing and a miss.
Everybody gets a 27th player when they're in a doubleheader situation, and so Diaz has made one big league appearance for the Mets, getting himself ready behind Reed Foley, who throws a 2-1 to Lester, and a check swing grounder foul.
Got to sit
And
middle
now it's
when a
2-2.
guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
Fouled away. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. So up steps Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Reed Foley's high pitch count this year is 44.
Fastball couldn't quite find the
He
zone.
came in an outing in Miami in May. He's at 42 pitches now.
Albies with a 1-1 count.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here.
Looking for the strikeout
Best
of
way I can
Lester
tell
with
you
runners
is
at second and third.
90 to 92, you can usually see.
And he gets him.
92
So
to
back-to-back
95,
strikeouts
it
for
starts
Reed
to
Foley,
really
and now
quicken
the
up
infield
on
can
you.
back up with
Over
2
3
out with
digits,
Schwarber coming
you're
up.
seeing a white blur.
Well, Lester is
Another
excused,
foul ball.
but Robles is not. We've seen so many people in the major leagues today, hitters, I
Dirt,
should
did he
say.
go around?
Just,
Yes,
I've
he
seen
did.
so many
Posey
failures of
gathers
getting
it,
a runner
and
in
he
from
makes the
third.
throw to first. Albies
That's a big run
tired,
right
and
there.
there's one away.
So, good pitching by Reed.
First offering on its way.
Reed Foley. But I just don't see anybody being more compact, Gary. I still see the same big swings.
So it's left to Schwarber, who homered in the first inning, and then fly out in the third, 1 for 2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out
He
of it.
fouls back the first pitch fastball, 0-1.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Posey's got it. And the throw is in time. Acuna is retired, 2 down now. Giancarlo Stanton now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ball 1. 1-1.
44 pitches, and Reed Foley's quads have gotten a workout.
come back with 1 1/3 as the count moves to 2-1.
Schwarber clubs one to deep right center. And that ball is out of here. Schwarber's second home run of the day. This one's a 3-run shot. And this one breaks the game open. It's 6-0 Washington.
Well, Foley just
3-2 now.
rearing back and firing, and Schwarber's a fastball hitter.
Second multiple home run game of the week for Schwarber. He now has 15 for the year. A 4 RBI game, and the Nats lead 6-0.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Well, he loves that fastball, that dead red. He had a real good cut on the first pitch on the fastball, found it back. But he certainly measured this one.
And that's going to be all for Sharon Reed Foley. Yency Diaz will come out of the bullpen. Luis Rojas making a double switch. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Delta. 6-0 Nats in the fourth. We'll be back.
4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Gavin Lux is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Well, he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Misses ball 2.
Hey, started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
A swing and a dive, away back, that one is gone!
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball all the ballpark like he did just there.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. And he fouls this one off. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Mike Trout swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Well, the game hasn't been such a pretty sight, but this certainly is.
Gotta believe that pitch
Washington and Jefferson and one beautiful tableau.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
That's where the team stays. Over in that direction. Across the field.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone.
Get it on
we'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
I used to always go when they would put where we stayed in the press book. Put the jail. What are you doing?
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back even now at 2-2. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again.
Yency Diaz comes on to pitch his 3rd outing for the Mets. Joined the team today as the 27th man. Mason Williams comes in to play left field in a double switch.
3-2.
Trey Turner up with 2 out and nobody on. Takes a fastball inside from Diaz. Yency Diaz had 1 big league appearance before this year with Toronto. There's Mason Williams in that. Yency's 24 years old.
First offering on its way.
He's had 2 clean outings so far for the Mets. And he gets the slider in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
There's his numbers.
On the warning track, he makes the catch.
It's got him in the Steven Matz trade along with Sean Reed Foley. Turner's 2 for 2 in this game. 6 for 10 in the series, including a home run his last time up. It snapped a 125 at bat home run drive that lasted more than a month. His 11th home run of the year. Nats have hit 3 home runs in this game. 1 for Turner, 2 for Schwarber. As the Nats look for a split of this doubleheader.
Behind it with the swing.
And Turner lifts this one out to right. This one's playable for Pilar, and that retires the side. But it's a 4-1 fourth inning for the Nats, highlighted by Schwarber, second of the game, 6-0.
Downward action there. It's 0-1. Ohtani has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So here's Cody Bellinger as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
The first baseman, Cody Bellinger.
Clearly fooled there on the slider. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field.
That sounded
Looking
good.
up Acuna.
Big dog's gotta eat.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Sports night. Every night, Geico Sports Night on SNY. You can set your watch by it. Oh, and there's the line score.
Well, let's see if Lester can complete the 5th inning and be eligible for a W.
Hasn't had a win yet as a national. It's his 10th start. Jose Peraza up against him in the 5th inning. Peraza struck out his first time up. And the curveball from Lester and a half swing. He stopped it in time. A ball and a strike. Albert Almora on deck, and then Mason Williams, who's hitting in the 9-hole. Max Scherzer threw a bullpen session today. He pitched through 40 pitches in his bullpen session. Said it went well. Turner throws out Peraza for the first out of the 5th.
It was a groin strain, correct?
Groin strain. Cut short his last start. Put him on the injured list. Now it's got a good start from Eric Fenny last night. They're getting another good one from Lester today. In between, Joe Ross had a rough go of it this afternoon. But the Nats have been pitching extremely well the last week to 10 days in the absence of their 2 top guns. Here's Almora returning from the injured list today, and he boomed a double off the left center field fence his first time up, and he takes a strike. Almora got hurt running into the center field fence at Citi Field May the 11th, so he was out for the better part of 6 weeks. And he grounds one to the right side down to Bell, and he takes it to the bag, 2 out. The initial injury to Almora was to his shoulder, but it turned out he also tore a ligament in his toe, which is part of what kept him out. See, he hit his foot on the fence as well as his shoulder.
Gosh.
And that was one hard collision. Thought at first that it might have been a concussion situation, but it wasn't. But it was severe enough to keep him on the injured list for quite some time. Well, the Mets are starting to get some players back. They should have Jeff McNeil back on Monday. Here's Mason Williams batting for the first time in this game, and he fouls one off Gomes, hit him right in the mask. Williams started the first game in center field and struck out all 3 at bats. We had thought that with the return of Almora that Williams might be the odd man out, but with the injury to Lucchesi, that give Williams a reprieve. Curveball by Lester, and it's 0-2. So the Mets are going to have to figure out their pitching situation for the next week, and it's not going to be easy with Lucchesi now on the sidelines. Walker tomorrow. Then if he's ready to go, DeGrom for one of the games on Monday. They'd have to figure out a second game starter. Then they'd have Stroman Tuesday. And then it would be Lucchese's turn Wednesday, so they'd have to find a starter there. So they need a second game. Even if DeGrom is ready, which is not 100% sure, they'll need a second game starter Monday and a Wednesday starter. So they've got a lot to figure out in the next few days. 2-2 coming to Williams. And the curveball swung and missed, and Lester gets through 5 without allowing